First of all, when we talk about energy, especially if you're new to the concept, what is energy, especially in a recovery context? Well, when I'm talking about energy, I'm talking about your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and the stuff that's inside you. See, we're going to come from the premise today that everything that's going on outside of you, whatever your career, your relationships, your health, your money, whatever it is a result of what's going on inside you and as a result of the energy. So for many of us, we feel so much chaos inside. There's this voice that's constantly chirping at us. You've heard, they call it the monkey mind, or I call it the emotional terrorist, that it is constantly yapping, yap. What about this? What about that? And as I'm going to mention, after our first process, we have over 30,000 thoughts a day. 30,000 thoughts a day coming at us. And experts say that 50% of those thoughts are negative. So if you can imagine that 30,000 thoughts a day and 50% of them are negative, give or take, depending where you are on these scales, that's an intense thing. So knowing that and keeping that in mind, we're going to do our first process today, which is I want you to be able to feel energy, I want you to be able to identify it, and I want you to have the experience of being able to move energy too. So if you go ahead and sit up in your chairs. Good, and unhold hands with yourself and place them on your legs here like this. Good. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I just want you to notice how it feels being inside you. What does that feel like? Is there a chatterbox going inside your head? Are you maybe thinking about what you were doing earlier today? Or maybe what you're going to do later today? Or you have some pressing matter or drama that you're involved in? Just notice what it feels like to be inside there now. This is your current energy or your vibration or your frequency. Now, in this first process, we're going to do what's called a get present process. And get present means that I'm going to take you out of the past, or I'm going to take you out of the future, and I'm going to bring you back to now, because now is where we live life. Now is where your power is. Now is where all the goodies are. And when you're in now, you're in your full power. So go ahead and feel the floor underneath your feet if you would. Wait, before you do that, just take a measure of where you're at. Just measure where you're at stress-wise and energy-wise, and we'll give it a number on a scale of 0 to 10. 0, you're feeling fine, terrific, ready to take on the world, and 10, you're severely stressed. Go ahead and give it a number where you're at now. And you'll be delighted when we do this again at the end of the workshop. Good. Okay, now here's our get present exercise. Go ahead and feel the floor underneath your feet if you would. Feel that floor underneath your feet. And I'd like you to imagine that you have roots going out underneath your feet, going down 10 feet into the earth. Just imagine you have some roots, that your feet are strong tree trunks, and you have roots going underneath your feet. And just feel that floor right underneath your feet here. Feel like the floor is rising, so that your consciousness is at your feet now, fully connected, fully rooted into the earth. Great. And now I'd like you to bring your consciousness to the back of the chair, and the way that chair feels in your back. Just be aware of that feeling. It's a sensation, and it's another location for you to bring your consciousness in. And from that place from the chair, go ahead and lower your consciousness so you're at the bottom of your spine, right by your tailbone. And this is an exercise in being able to shift your consciousness from various parts of your body to get out of your head and to be able to shift your consciousness to various locations. And when you do that, you'll notice you'll be able to move energy, and it feels better. So having our consciousness at our tailbone, the bottom part of our spine, go ahead and bring a line up. Go up your spine, into your head, and make a line that goes out of your head and goes up above you 10 feet. And keep your consciousness above your head 10 feet. And just notice what it feels like to be up there. As I mentioned, we live in the world of polarity, and making the two connections from below our feet to above our head connects us to both the earth energy and the heavenly energy, both polarities. And in order to be at your energetic best, you must be connected to both of those poles for you to maximize your energy and consciousness. Great. Now go ahead and take that line 10 feet above your head and just lower it. Lower your consciousness. Go back in your body now. And put your energy around your solar plexus. And just notice if there's anything that you're concerned about, anything that you want to control, that you feel out of control of, dealing with any relationships or money or situations like that. And notice if there's a tinge or a tug or a pull when you think about it. And I want you to be aware of this energy, any energy that doesn't feel good or anything that you're worried or concerned about. We're just going to let it go for this moment. And we're going to show you how to move energy. And the way we move energy is with our breath. We allow the feelings to come up. We don't try to stuff them down or repress them. We're going to let any and all feelings come up that don't feel good, or any voices or anything that has to do with anything that doesn't feel good, any anxiety, worry, or stress. And allow that energy to come up now. Take a breath. And allow it to come out right through your stomach or your chest. So we're actually pulling the energy up, inhaling, hold, and exhaling it. Good. And pull it up, hold, and exhale. Great. And pull it up, hold, and exhale. Good. We don't have to discuss it. We don't have to argue with it. We feel the energy, we pull it up, and we release it. Here we go. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Anything that you're concerned about, anything that you're worried about, at least for this moment, we're going to let go of the energy or the anxiety or the worry or fear about it, because we choose to feel good. That's our motto here as energetic beings. We choose to feel good. So go ahead and inhale. Anything that doesn't feel good, just exhale it now. Exhale. Good. And the more you release, the better you feel. Inhale, hold, and exhale. You're doing great. A few more of these. Anything that doesn't feel good, pull it up. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Good. This is called moving energy. And you can do this anytime, any place, anything inside you that doesn't feel good. Use your breath. Inhale, hold, and exhale it. That's great. And the more you do that, the better you feel. A couple more. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Good. And last one. Here we go. Inhale, hold, 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 and exhale. That's great. Now, again, being conscious of the floor underneath your feet, the feeling of the chair against your back, and that point 10 feet above your head. I'm going to count to three. When I count to three, you're going to come back, open your eyes, and we're going to continue with the workshop, feeling great, being able to learn and absorb and receive great benefits from this workshop. Feeling good. Here we go. 1, coming back. 2, feeling good, and 3. Good. So what do you notice from when we started that exercise to right now?
I'm a lot more relaxed.
A lot more relaxed?
Yeah.
Good.
My head is a lot more quiet.
Your head's quiet. Beautiful, beautiful.
I feel lighter.
You feel lighter. I want you to observe everyone around. I should have mentioned that. As we do these processes, you're going to see people go from various low vibrational states to high vibrational states. You can see them beaming what's your name?
Jody.
Jody. If you notice Jody's kind of beaming. You see around his forehead?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at everybody around there, there's a beautiful energy. So that's great, and that's what we want to do.